To solve this equation that involves an absolute value, I'm first going to translate it from symbols into an English sentence. Now we're working with absolute value on the left side, and we know absolute value represents distance. So here's my template. This is what I'm going to write every time I see one of these, and I got a blank field right here, and what goes in this blank field is exactly this. So here's how we translate this. We'll say the distance between the number, and whatever number you have in here, in our case it's 4/5 x minus 5, and 0 on the number line. That's the left side. So I'll fill it in now. So it's the distance between the number, which in our case is 4/5 x minus 5, and 0 on the number line. Now continue on. What does it say? The equal sign is, so I'll write is 15 units. So is 15 units. So here's how we interpret this statement here. It means the distance between the number 4x minus 5 and 0 on the number line is 15 units. Now let's draw a picture. From the picture we'll get our equations. So here's our number line, x, marked 0, that's our home. And then where are we going to put this 4x minus 5? Okay, that 4x minus 5, where are we going to put it? Well, we know that it is 15 units from 0. Right? That's the distance between 0 and this number. And we're saying that that's 15 units. So if we take that number, like just pick it up and grab it, and start here, and if we go out 15 units to the right, we'll be at positive 15. And we could drop that number down there, 4/5 x minus 5. Or we could have taken that number, start at 0, and go 15 units out to the left. And if we go 15 out to the left, because we're out to the left, we're at negative 15. And then we could drop that 4/5 x minus 5 right there. So I've got that 4x minus 5 to the right, 15 units, and the 4x minus 5 to the left at 15 units. Right now we're still 15 units away, even though it says negative 15. We are 15 units from 0. So this number and this number represent the same point. That gives us an equation here. That gives us that 4/5 x minus 5 is the same as negative 15. And this expression here and 15 represent the same point. So I get this equation. So it could be over here. 4/5 x minus 5 could be positive 15. Let's get ourselves a little bit more room. I'm going to take this set of equations, move it up here so I have a little bit more room. Now let's solve the equation on the left. Well, we have fractions. I always deal with fractions the same way. The LCD in this case is 5, so I'm going to multiply 5, 5, and 5. Multiply all three of those original terms by 5. So it looks like this. 5 dot 4/5 x minus 5 dot 5 equals 5 dot negative 15. Those 5's cancel, and we're left with 4x minus 25 equals, now 5 times negative 15, negative 75. Let's add 25, so we'll get 4x equals, now negative 75 plus 25 is negative 50. So we'll divide, we'll get x equals negative 50 over 4, which I can reduce to negative 25 over 2. Now on the right side over here, for this one, we're going to get, still the LCD is 5, so I'm going to take 5 times 4/5 x minus 5 times 5 equals 5 times positive 15. 5's cancel. We'll get 4x minus 25 equals 75. Now when I add that 25, I get 4x equals 100, and divide x equals 25. So we get two solutions here. We can say x is negative 25 over 2, or 25.